This week marked the 40th anniversary of the peace treaty between Egypt and Israel in 1979. The treaty came after 30 years and 4 Arab-Israeli wars. And in the 40 years since the treaty, there has been no state-to-state war between Israel and any major regional state power. The treaty brought the Sinai back to Egypt and relieved Egypt of the burden of repeated wars. It should have afforded Egypt the opportunity to embark on a much-needed course of rapid economic development. Instead, both economic and political development remained sluggish. And 40 years later, Egypt still faces serious challenges on both domestic fronts. And negotiations were initially supposed to include provisions for the Palestinians, but the treaty eventually went ahead without them. Israel, after the treaty, further expanded settlement activities on the West Bank, and despite the Oslo Agreement in 1993 and repeated attempts by several U.S. presidents to broker a deal, the separate peace with Egypt created such power imbalances as to make a fair deal with the Palestinians almost impossible. The treaty was followed by a peace treaty with Jordan in 1994, but attempts to negotiate peace with Lebanon and Syria failed. And the Arab Peace Plan, which was presented in Beirut in 2002, also fell flat. The 1979 treaty also led to Egypt's relinquishing its leadership role in the Arab world. Without Egypt, the Arab world entered into a period of deep internal division from which it has not yet emerged, and more Islamist forms of leadership from Iran and Turkey and Saudi Arabia came to the fore. President Jimmy Carter played a key role in mediating the 1979 treaty, but the current U.S. administration seems to be doubling down on supporting one side, the Israeli side, and legitimizing that side's positions and military gains, rather than seeking new breakthroughs for peace. Looking back, the 1979 treaty indeed brought an end to a period of Arab-Israeli wars, but it did not create the conditions for peace with the Palestinians or a truly region-wide Arab-Israeli peace.